Before I got consumed in the commercial photography world, I went through this big landscape photography phase. And one of the things I learnt there, one of the principles was, can't remember where, or it was a book, or can't remember, but the principle was a good landscape photo should be like a book, should be like a novel. It should have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And if you think about that, it's like, well, okay, so the beginning could be sand on the beach, the middle might be the water, and the end might be the sun setting. And the thought behind that beginning, middle, and end is it adds depth to your shot. It'll make it a little less 2D and make it a little bit more 3D. So we learnt a bit more 3D with the light. Remember earlier on how nice soft light coming from one side can add shape and add dimension to your image. Depth can also be created by literally the beginning, middle, and end. And let's demonstrate with our little tackers here. We've got a group here. So here we go. I'm a long lens guy, so I'm going to hit 2 to zoom in here. And let's have a play here. So we've got old Rexy here is going to be the main guy for this one. So let's play around, let's arrange this shot. So at the moment we've got like a beginning and a middle, I would say. These guys back here, and then the end is the door back, or the wall back there. So we've got kind of 3 layers here, which is totally working, right? It's more so than this, where there's 2 things. There's like kind of beginning and end. Let's bring in some support crew back here. Again, apply this to anything. Doesn't have to be baby dinosaurs in bright colours. All of it. So now we've got our beginning, middle, and end. And then what if this is something I do a lot with our client shoots and can really like add a little specialness to photos, is shoot through things. So what if we like bring in dinosaur here and we start like shooting past here. Could even do this. And see how now we've created a beginning here. We're shooting past these guys, whoops. And then now this guy's more of our middle, and then the end's still the wall. And you can see it's really creating some depth here. Let's massage the shot a little bit, arranging the elements. It's quite interesting, right? Let's take a little picture of that. Pretty neat. We can, fine tune this a little bit more. It's interesting. More interesting than like this, just a few little toys on a bench. So often what we'll do is perhaps, say if there's a plate of food on a table, you might shoot through some flowers. If you're outside, you might shoot through some tree leaves. Something in the foreground, like this little green dinosaur here, could be anything. Bit of nature, focus on something, and then you've got the horizon off in the distance. And you'd be surprised, it's one little introduction of a beginning, a foreground, can really add a lot of depth to your shot.